What is up, dudes? Welcome back to another video. Today we're just going to interview one of the greatest chess games of all time. It's called Quadular, and if I'm not mistaken, this game is super hard to get because it goes back to like the 1980s. I don't even know if this is the real box or not. I don't even know. It could be a different type of generation. It could be a different type of box, or because there's many different variants of the ultimate challenge. Little stains on there that makes damn, excuse me, a little bit of stains on there. 2-3 players, you can literally play with 2 or 3 players. It's not like 4-player chess. Completely different game, but same with the chess variants. Just got this bag right here. It's got extras, and this right here is the game board. Now, this is quite intriguing. Here we have is the game board. This is King Richard, King Solomon, Cleopatra. I don't know what Cleopatra is. Really don't know how that works, but we got Genghis Khan. As you can see, they have their little own domains right here. This is the main battlefield. It's pretty cool. Do enjoy the design of the box. It doesn't seem like there's little creases right here, but this is just kind of crazy to me. It kind of makes me think if this is really from the 1980s, because this is about like 30 years old, 20 years older than me probably. It's because it's 1985, I'm pretty sure. Kind of crazy how this is just kind of intact like that. Here we have is the pieces. See, it's orange, yellow, white, kind of more tan, but then we have black. And then we have Quadular. The instructions. The object of the game to conquer the opposing domains of the capturing king. So in this game, there is no check or checkmating. The ways this works is you have to capture the king, and if you capture the king, you can control their pieces, or if you're just playing 2-player, then you win. So it's quite an interesting game. It's pretty, actually, quite fun, to be honest. The game board consists of 4 domains located in the corners of the board in the triangle at each corner. It's called the King's Throne. Counting from the throne, there are 3 rows each. On each domain on which the playing pieces are placed. Starting from the left to the right pieces, the place thus: row 1, queen, bishop, prince, rook. Oh yeah, so this is the rows. 5 pawns. So queen, bishop, prince. So it goes left to right, like this box right here. So queen, bishop, prince, and then bishop goes. So there's white bishops, and then there's black bishops. There's 5 pawns instead of 8 on this commode. And then right here, that's a better example: rook, knight, bishop, rook, knight, rook. And then the king's on its own throne. So, yeah, right here. The king moves. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta read this. A king can move freely in and out of its throne. Other pieces can move into the throne unless it is to capture the king, or another piece has already done so. So if there's a piece in there, you can capture the other piece with the throne. So you can't enter the throne if it's empty. The king moves in any direction, 1 space at a time. He may capture any piece in any adjacent square. Since there's no checkmating, the king must and may be captured by any piece capable of doing so by its position on the board. Queen is easy. The prince, everyone knows what the queen does in chess. If not, then I will put something of a link in the description to learn how to play chess, because I mean, what way else would you be clicking on this video if you didn't know how to play chess? But I'll leave links in the description, especially for the how to play video from Triple S Games, because Triple S Games is a goat for showing me this, and this is the only really reason I got Quadular, because Quadular is actually fun. Anyway, there's a new item on here. Let me get the white out. There's a new piece. Actually, no. I'll get the orange piece out. Just so you guys see the new pieces. Back to what I was saying. There's a new piece in this game, and it's called the Prince. And basically, this is what it looks like. It's quite cool. And the Prince has a crown. Very nice. I do like how they added a piece, but back to what I was saying. The Prince has the power to move 1 or 2 spaces in a direction. When moving 2 spaces, the move must be in the same direction. Upon entering another domain, the Prince is promoted to the power of a queen, and receiving his crown, becomes the king to be. So let's say, let's pull out the game board out. Yeah. We'll pull out the real game board. One sec. So let's say my domain is right here. This is my domain, okay? I exit this domain, and there's no pieces here. So I entered this person's domain, and they promote. So you have to enter people's domains to promote. And it causes more attacking throughout the board. And obviously receives its crown. And then you're able to move any space like a queen. So it's kind of overpowered. I think it's a very good piece to have into the game. The Prince has the power. Should the original king be captured and its original king is captured by the Prince, becomes the new king and moves, then cease to be that queen. Okay. So basically, here's another way. Let's say this is the king. This is Prince. This is boy. He's like the king to be, you feel me? So your king's right here. Okay, you're chilling. You just promoted your prince. You're actually like big chilling in life. But then some other piece comes around, and some other piece comes around like a rook. Okay, and then he snags your king, because there's no checking in this game. So like you can't say check. So you just realize that your king is like, screwed. Your prince is basically your second life, but you lose the ability of a queen. So you could have 2 queens in the game, basically, but if you lose your prince, you have a second chance at life, and you get to keep your other queen. But depending on where this is positioned, you have to switch spots to become the new king, because the prince becomes the new king. So you would only be able to move 1 space. So if you're in a bad position, this could really mess you up. And one thing I like about this game is that it enforces so much attacking due to the fact that there's no check or checkmating. Another thing in this game, I don't even know if I said it in the video, but if you were to capture a person's piece, if you were to capture somebody's king, let's say all the pieces are there, and you capture them, then you get to use that opponent's pieces, orange pieces, as your own. So it highly encourages attacking and thinking harder. It's a very good game. It's a good alternative to 4-player chess. And I'm also genuinely making this video because I want this game to be very open to the community of chess. I don't think the community of chess really knows about this game too much. And I think it should be highly encouraged. It should be highly just shown amongst the world. This is a great game to have. It's a great game to think on. It's a couple new rules, new pieces, a new piece, less pawns, and these corner pieces, because like the reason that's there, let me just tell you, the reason that is there is for a higher reason than you think. Usually in 4-player chess, it's just this is not here because the domain's cut off right here. But little did y'all know, if you were to have a pawn here, the pawn has to move 1 space forward to obviously start, but you can move one space diagonal. You can only attack diagonal, obviously. You can move one space forward, or you can move one space to the left or to the right. The only thing you can't do is move toward your domain. You have to move away from it. So any direction to promote to any domain you can go to, but if you're moving anywhere closer to your domain, it's not allowed. So it's a really good alternative to it. Obviously, if you play chess, you know what the knights and bishops do. Right here. Rooks, pawns, easy. The scoring, here's the scoring. For the purpose of a scoring game, the following points value have been given the pieces. The prince is 10 points, the king is 15, the queen is 7, the rook 5, the bishop 3, a knight is 3 as well. That's weird because they're pointed the same, and the pawns are 1. Very nicely, very nicely. And the setup for this, I'll show you guys the setup for this. It's usually only set up one side, just because not to waste you guys' time. Here is the setup for it. And for this quadular game, I got 3 extra pawns, so that's always nice to have. So the king goes in the throne. Here's the throne, very nice. It is adjacent, and so what I mean is an adjacent, or I don't know, I can't say the other words, but I'll give you an example. Any of these 3 spaces, the king can move to. It doesn't matter. It's basically this whole block is, you know, it's available. It's the throne. So you can go anywhere here to dodge. It gives the king a chance to live. And then in front of it, it goes the bishop in the middle. And on the left, you have your queen. And on the right, you have your prince. And then here, usually, that's where it goes. You have your crown, so you can promote later. So it's queen, bishop, prince, and the king right here. And in the second row, you have your rook, knight, bishop, knight, rook. And great thing about this is that you can play this game 4-player, 3-player, and 2. I would flip a coin or roll a die on who gets this one, because you're going to get attacked more diagonally, because you can't use this domain as promotion if there is not a player in it. So you have to have a player available in the domain to promote, or if they're already out of the game. I don't know if you're able to promote or not, but I think if someone's out of the game, you have to promote in a live person's domain. But here, obviously, the rooks are in the corner still. The bishops, I do like the way they thought this out right here. Diagonal, and it's diagonal. They have their own black space. Very nice. The knights were well thought out right here. And then you're defended already by another knight. So it's a very good startup. The starting points for this game is actually really, it's a lot harder to think. It's not like normal 4-player chess, because you have a lot less pieces, and if you lose a lot of them, you're kind of clucked. Here's the extra 3 pawns they have. Overall, I think this is a wonderful, wonderful game. Please, please, anyone, I inspire you to get this. It's super fun, super worth the money, and I just have so much fun playing this game. I don't even have to argue on it. I don't even have to say anything wrong, because this is just a amazing, wonderful game. Chess.com, chess, anything, please, somebody remake this game, get the rights to this. This is probably the second video to go out on YouTube about Quadular, because there is no other videos I was able to find on Quadular, so I would be the second person to do this. But here's the other paper I got for it. The prince shall be crowned, so it's highly encouraged for this game. And look, this is kind of crazy about it. Quadular, the mind-stimulating game of the future. Which is kind of crazy, because nobody cares about this game. So I'm trying to encourage this game so much to become the mind-stimulating game of the future. This video, let me tell you guys, this video will show the chess community to get and inspire this game to become something great. The mind-stimulating game of the future, it has to become the mind-stimulating game of the future, guys. Come on. If you watch this video, please encourage this. Please buy more Quadular. Please post it on the internet a lot more. I'll post more Quadular. I swear to you guys. I will. Anyway, the game offers an entirely new concept and strategy. It's exciting, yet thought-provoking. Introducing the Prince, a newly conceived and designed playing piece that lends more majesty to the game. The prince must make his way to another domain in order to receive the crown. Once crowned, his strength multiplies and course of play can change drastically. Should the crown prince survive, he can become the new ruler of his domain. It's pretty sick. Really nice. These are just the other pieces, guys. They all have 3 extra pawns, but that's really all I have to say about this game. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.